Hey guys, how you doing? Levi here, coming to you from uh, uh, right next to Coos Bay. I think I'm coming from Bastendorf Beach. And so I'm just doing some work on search engine optimization, uh, internet marketing, my business. And So, anyways, if you end up liking this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and really helps me out. And the more we can build this community together, the more we can learn. And because teaching others and including others in the conversation is an excellent way to learn, and to help me out. So I really appreciate it. So, anyways. Just wanted to, I guess I'll talk to you today about what I've been doing the last few days. And so really what it's come down to is that I've had a very difficult time uh, doing my work. And so been wasting a lot of time looking at YouTube and Instagram and a little Facebook and social media and whatnot. And it's been one of the problems I've had for a while, and as an addiction. And so finally today I just kind of got fed up, and I stopped, and I got cleaned up, and went through my prayer ritual. And um and then part of my prayer ritual, if I get to it, is journaling with God. And so I'll write to him, and he'll write to me. And so, when I'm in the middle of what I've heard called the dark playground, which is like this area of it's play, but it's procrastination and it's neglect of responsibilities. And so when I'm in the middle of the dark playground, it's harder to hear the voice of God and to hear what he really thinks of me. And so there's a lot of lies that come through in times like that, a lot of shame, pride, and fear, and which are the three pillars of bondage. Really, is what it comes down to. And so for me, one of the things that I often resist, but I'm so glad I do when I do it, is to journal to God and then to allow God to speak to me. And so for me, what I do is I'll write to God how I'm feeling about the things I've done, good or bad, happy or sad, scared, whatever it might be. And what this does is when I focus on God and then I'm writing to him how I feel and what I'm thinking, then in some sense I'm partnering with him in the emotional management of my thoughts, feelings, emotions, and choices, and in some sense making God the God of those things. And so instantly that starts to eliminate feelings of loneliness, because loneliness is often the product of not telling the truth about my thoughts, feelings, emotions, and choices. And so when I tell the truth about my thoughts, feelings, emotions, and choices, I establish that trust link between God and I. And the cool thing about that is that he's very kind and not judgmental. And so just a beautiful near sunset going on right now. And so I wrote to him what I was thinking and feeling, and the things I wanted. I want to consistently invest time into my business, and I want my friends and family and whatnot to be proud of me and to not be disappointed in me and to respect me. And that's something I want. And And so, yeah, and so just writing him all these things and how I wanted his help to make these things happen. And so then I started to, and so when I write down what God is saying to me, I just start to write down what I think he's saying. And I don't put a lot of pressure on myself about that. I just write down whatever comes to me. And that really helps me because it's not about trying to get it right. Is this the voice of God? Is it not? I really don't even think about that. I just tune into the voice of love for me, to the voice of God, Father, Jesus, and Holy Ghost for me. And I mean, that's since I'm a Christian and that's what I believe. But for you, it might be the universe or another name, a higher power is another way to frame it from a recovery perspective. And anyways, so I started to listen to and write down what I felt like Father, Jesus, and Holy Ghost were telling me. And it was so affirming and encouraging and so the opposite of all the lies that I had been believing, that I was, that no one wants to talk to me, that I'm a loser, that blah, 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 and all these lies. And to hear what Father, Jesus, and Holy Ghost were saying to me affirmed the heck out of me and really helped me and supported me. And so then, I've been working on my business. And so for me, to be able to do anything productive, I need to feel connected to God, to myself, and to other people. And as an not intrapersonally, even though that's a huge element for my life, I want to be rich intrapersonally, but interpersonally, in order for me to be productive, I must live in healthy interpersonal relationships. And so that is with Father, Jesus, Holy Ghost, and with people is interpersonal. And so that's just something I realized over the course of my life that's important for me. So like some people do really good work alone, and I can work alone. But if you like my last book, I wrote almost completely in a coffee shop. Go to the coffee shop, put on my headphones, put on some music so I'm not distracted by the sounds, but people are still around me, and then I can work really well. And now for other people, what motivates them can be quite different. Some people are motivated just by their own and others' expectations. I'm very motivated by others' expectations and by what I truly want. No, I don't mean in a surface level, but in a deep level. And isn't the ocean beautiful? And just the waves crashing behind me. I love it. And oh my goodness, wow! Just the sun is shining through the clouds like rays of, like heaven, and it's beautiful. But I would show it to you, but I think it's gonna wash out the camera. But anyways, so once I've made that connection with God, and especially in van life, as a people person in van life where I spend a lot of time alone, it's so important for me to make that connection, and then I can go to work. And so that really helped me. So if you're like me, then that may help you. And so anyways, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate your watch time. And so if you could share this with other people, like, share, and subscribe, like I said earlier, if this has helped you out, I would really appreciate it. And if there's anything you want to hear about, or there's anything you want to hear about in a future video, I'd love to hear it. So put it in the comments, and I'd love to address it, any questions you might have. And so what is it for you? What is it that motivates you to get your work done and part of your ritual every day? I'd love to hear about it. Anyways, hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.